as well on their only previous visit. Admittedly, that was against Gibraltar back in 2015. As well. Confirmation that the Stephen Kenny side really do have a mountain to climb already to make it to Qatar. No points after 2 games. No side has ever qualified on such a start. Portugal, though, lead the way at the top with Serbia on 7 points. Both have played a game more. Only the group winners qualify automatically. The runners-up go into the playoffs. So it's certainly not all over for Ireland yet. But they simply have to start picking up points. Good evening, welcome along. It is a defining week for the Republic of Ireland. 3 games in 7 days, by the end of which we'll know if the World Cup dream is still alive. With me tonight, 2 men who know all about getting to Ireland to World Cup finals. Richard Dunn and Phil Bam. Very good to see you both, gents. Last time we saw Ireland in qualifying was that game against Luxembourg back in March. James Coleman labelled an embarrassment. Since then, 3 friendlies, undefeated in those games, Richard. Is there therefore some cause for optimism this evening?
I think so. I think regardless of the opposition that you play, if you can go on a run of not losing games, it starts to instill confidence in the side. And they'll look at those games in the summer and think, right, Hungary were in the Euros, we held them to a 0-0 draw, we done reasonably well, and tonight's another level for them, you know. But they're going in on the back of a decent run, so fingers crossed they can carry that through tonight.
It has been a turbulent first year or so for the American Stephen Kenny, hasn't it? Just 1 win in 13. It's a transitional period, we know that, but it's a results business too. How much support does he still retain for what he's trying to implement with his side?
I think he's split, certainly back home in Ireland. The journalists are women and Irish, some are pro, some are against, but as I said, it's the results. Again, he desperately needs a good performance. I think the result he'll be looking for tonight will be hard to come by given the opposition, but if Ireland do lose, it's the manner of the defeat which will define it. Management skills at the moment. It's such a young side.
Inevitably Ronaldo is the centre of attention, Richard, especially after the week he's had. Let's have a look at the team news, shall we? He starts Manchester City trio: João Cancelo, who missed the Euros due to COVID, Ruben Dias and Bernardo Silva all start, as well as do Bruno Fernandes and Diogo Jota. As for Ireland, their youngest starting 11 for a competitive game in 20 years. Shane Long and Callum Robinson are both out.
They're not winning at the Emirates.
McGrath makes his first start. That whole team has just 8 international goals between them, and centre-back Shane Duffy has half of those. The manager Stephen Kenny, I mentioned, yet to win a competitive game in 9 attempts. What a story it would be if he got off the mark tonight. Let's hear from him with Tim Thornton.
No points from the first 2 games. Are you in a position now where you need to take something tonight, and how do you go about doing that?
I think it's not easy for us to qualify for a group out of Serbia and Portugal. We're only 1 qualifying. You know, it's not easy for a nation like us who's blooded 14 players in the last 6 months. You know, taking advantage of our team.
Next game.
The amount of international debuts that we've given. But I tell you what, a lot of players have shown a lot of ability, a lot of talent, and we go into tonight's game with some good performances behind us, and we want to play well tonight against a world-class team. A lot of great creative attacking players. We know that. We're up against it. We understand that. But you know, we have experienced defenders as well. Some forwards. We want to try and put in a strong performance tonight.
Cristiano Ronaldo can break the all-time international scoring record tonight. How do you plan to stop him?
Well, he's a phenomenon, you know. It's incredible to have that longevity over 18 years, and that level of consistency to bring that hunger. You know, it is something else. But from our point of view, they've other players. You know, we couldn't really focus on one player. We've got to focus on them as an attacking force and make sure we defend well, because we're going to need to defend well. And I think, but we've got to try and establish some control in midfield, try and get hold of the ball. And we feel that we can do that, and we feel that we can carry an attacking threat also. So that has to be the ambition.
Well, yes, Ireland can't focus on one player. No, he is the star attraction tonight. He's scored against 43 different nations. Portugal. Not one. How he defended tonight. He is minutes away.
We had a simple vision. We wanted to connect people to every game that matters. We wanted to build the ultimate sports app. So, we did. Download the app to see for yourself. Why Bet365 is the world's favourite online betting brand. Please gamble responsibly.
First 10.
I see right.
Alright, 1-0.
A job well done. Official partner of Sky Sports Football.
There is a choice of viewing for you this evening. It's a big night for Scotland in qualifying too. They're second in their group, unbeaten so far, and they travel to the group leaders Denmark, the Euro 2020 semi-finalists who won all 3 games. But Scotland, if they win, will be just a point behind them. That's on Sky Sports Football. And some of Europe's biggest names are in action tonight, and you can choose from 9 other games live via the red button. Virgil van Dijk's Netherlands up against Erling Haaland and Norway. That's one of the games you can pick. We're, of course, focusing on Republic of Ireland 2, which will inevitably talk the voice on board tonight. There is a little Irish following there in the Algarve this evening. And, of course, Ronaldo. Richard is the centre of attention, especially after week. I mean, how do Ireland go about making sure that they're not just a bit part role in the CR7 show tonight?
I think if Ireland come here tonight and try and outplay Portugal, they're going to be in trouble. They need to make it a physical game. They need to try and turn their defenders and play behind them. And with Ronaldo, everyone's tried every trick and he still comes out on top most of the time. So it's a difficult task, but you just got to be careful. You got to keep your eye on him, and you've also got to pray sometimes, hope for the best.
Yeah, he did come out on top against Phil Babbitt, Sporting Lisbon, then, did he?
When he was a young whippersnapper, no, he didn't when he first joined our squad. But whoever would have, I would never have imagined he'd turn into one of the greatest players of all time. What a phenomenal career! And I know you said, can anyone stop him tonight? Unfortunately, I don't think anyone can if he's in the mood.
Will it be the Ronaldo show, or can Ireland spring a huge surprise in the Algarve? Let's find out as we join your commentary team for this one. Very good evening to Matt Holland and Rob Hawthorne.
Good evening, Julian. Well, he used to be the centre of attention, isn't he? He relishes it, and tonight could be a huge night for Cristiano Ronaldo. Will he have Stephen Kenny covering his eyes? But a warm before the match, and the possibility of an international record tonight. That of the Globe's top goal scorer at international level. And all this in the days after his return to Manchester United. His international commitments tonight. And to kick off, the two teams line up for the playing of the national anthems.